people, it's Maladam here again. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I remove my press-on nails and how I redo them. So let's get started. The first thing you need is to get a bowl of water and then you need soap. So I decided to use my shower gel. So you just put that right in, and then I added a little bit of hot water just to make the water warm. And then I'm gonna go in with my oil. So here I decided to use my body oil. You can use any kind of oil, but oil is very important as that's one of the important ingredients that's gonna help that come off easily. So I decided to add more oil because I feel like it's not gonna come off easily. So then you go in with probably a wooden cuticle pusher or something, but this was the one I had, so I decided to go with that. So you just put the cuticle pusher or anything you're using, but make sure it's a safe object that you're using, and then you put it at the tip at the end of it, and then you just make sure you're not being rough about it because it's gonna come off easily just as you've already added oil and the warm water. So that's what I'm doing here again. I already used the smaller one before, and then you just go to the end just like the previous time, and then it comes off just like that. So that's just what I'm doing here again. I take it to the bottom of it, and then just like that it comes off. Yeah, we're almost done. And just remember, the oil is very important. You can use any kind of oil, you can use any type of oil, but make sure you add oil to it. That's one of the things. So I decided to wash my hands. Here I was able to remove everything. Voila, just like that. We have our nails all ready, and then the next thing I'm gonna be showing you are the things I use to make my press-on nails. So this is the UV light, and then these are my nails. I haven't decided on the one to use, so I'm showing you both. And here is the alcohol, and then I forgot my cotton, so I'll be using the wipes. And next on the list is the glue. Yeah, the 401. This is amazing. Then this is the cuticle pusher, and then this is the brush, just and then the file, and the second one, the one pink, you can also serve as a nail buffer. And then I have the nail cutter here, and then my hand cream. Feel free to replace this with a cuticle oil. So then the next thing I'm gonna be doing is to use the file on my nails just to buffer my nail, just like that. If you have a nail buffer, you can feel free to go ahead with that, but I feel like the nail file does that better for me. And then I'm gonna cut my nails because I don't want to have the press-on nails on already long nails. And then I go in with that again, the nail file, and then going with your nail buffer, just give it that rough look, like you want to give your nail that rough look, because if it's just plain, if it's smooth, the nail, it's not gonna, like, the press-on nail is not gonna stick to it. So you need your nail to be a little bit rough, like it should have it shouldn't be smooth. So that's just what I'm trying to do here. This is one of the things you have to make sure you don't skip, so that your nails can last for at least 3 weeks, and it can even last for more. So you make sure you don't skip the step. You use your nail buffers to just give it that bit of rough look, just like that. And then that's it. And then next you can just go in with your cotton and the alcohol, which is the nail cleaner, just to clean any excess oil that is in your nails, because that can prevent the press-on from sticking to your nails. So here I am done, and the nails are ready. And then I decide you use the cuticle pusher to push in, like to push back your cuticles. This process is necessary because you want the nail to appear like it's acrylic, even though it's not. You want it to appear natural. So if you don't push back your cuticles, the cuticle is gonna be on the press-on nail, which is really not nice, yeah, it doesn't make the nails look pretty, or it doesn't make it look good. So make sure you don't skip the steps so your nail can come out looking so pretty. Okay? Yeah. So that's just it. First step, you prep your nails by, filing it using the nail buffer on it to give it that bit of rough edge, and then you use your cuticle pusher to push back your cuticles. So that's still what I'm doing here. If you follow the steps and you use the right glue, you're gonna have your nails still on, looking pretty, sitting there pretty for at least 3 weeks. And that means you can even get it to last even more than 3 weeks. The nails I removed earlier, it lasted more than 3 weeks. So that's why I can assure you that. Next is to use the brush to dust off everything that has been accumulated while trying to buff off the nail, and now we're ready to start using the press-on nails. So I decided to go for this blue, and it came with the adhesive tabs, or you can call it the sticky tabs, which you can also use as a replacement for a glue, just that it wouldn't last as long as a glue would last. And then it also came with a nail file, that small pink nail file that you can see over there. So those are the two things that the nail came with. And the next on the list that I'm going to do is to, just make sure that I get the correct sizes for my nails. And once that's done, then we're ready to start gluing the nails. This, maybe I would say, the one that is gonna maybe take you some time to figure out, because you want to make sure that the nails that you're using is the same size as your nail. So the glue I'm using here is the 4-1, and it has a bigger cover, so I decided to use the cotton board to just apply the glue to my nails. I've seen some people apply the glue on the nail and then on the press-on nail, but I just feel like it's not necessary. If I can just do this and then it lasts me 3 weeks, what more do I need when I can even get it to last me more? But please feel free to do that. I'm also planning to try that next time. But what I do is just to put the glue on my nail and then apply the press-on. And then while you're at that, make sure that you press the press-on nails on your nails for some seconds so it can stick well to your nails. And then another tips I'm going to give you is that after applying the press-on nails, make sure you don't do anything that has to do with you touching the water. Don't do your dishes. Don't do anything that has, like, you have to put your hands in the water for at least 2 to 3 hours after applying the press-on nails. If you do this, then the glue is going to come off. It's the press-on nail is gonna remove. So make sure you stay away from water for the first few hours after applying. Here, that's done. So you see, it's easier to glue the nails together, but then figuring out the sizes could be a little bit difficult. It's like you're hunting for something. That's pretty much all you need to do. I'm just gonna show you the second hand so you can see how I finished everything. So I got some glue on my hand. I decided to use the wipes to just clean that off, and that's what it's looking like. We're almost there. And this will be the last nail, and you just put it on just like that, and yeah, voila, we're done. That's it. And then the next thing I like to do is just to apply the top coat gel to give it that shiny look. So that's why I'm gonna be using the top coat gel. Yeah, so I'll be applying that and then be putting my hands under the UV or LED light nail lamp, and I'm gonna be doing that to make sure that it's give it that beautiful finishing look, because this is a gel polish, and it's not gonna air dry. And even if it's eventually air dries, if I allow it to air dry, it's gonna be a little bit messy. So that's why I'll be using the UV light to just dry that up. But if you don't have a UV light, just make sure that the gel or the top coat you're using is not gel. That way you can just air dry it. So just top coat and air dry. That's how you get that smooth, shiny, finished look. So if you like doing your nails and you don't want to spend a lot of money, then you can just get yourself a nail kit that wouldn't cost so much, instead of visiting the nail salon every now and then. You can visit the nail salon when you want to do like nail gels and all sort of like those complex ones. At least for me, I find it complex because it can get messy when I do gel nails. So yeah, if you're like me, then press on nails is the one for you. So get yourself a press on nail kit and start doing your nails at home. Do it yourself. DIY. It's called that for a reason. Now I'm all done, and then I applied my hand cream. Feel free to replace this with your cuticle oil, but then I just used my hand cream instead, and voila, it's looking pretty and nice already. So thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you're able to try this out yourself at home. It's called DIY for a reason, so do it yourself. Okay, do it yourself at home. Try this out and let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.